The next session will be on social entrepreneurship, where we are going to understand the concept behind the social entrepreneurship, its impact on society, what is this, what are the legal considerations that are required to establish a social entrepreneurship, and how to get and progress towards social entrepreneurship for the betterment of the society. So, actually, social entrepreneurship is a very recent phenomena, and it refers to the application of entrepreneurial principles and innovative solutions in order to address or solve the social and environmental issues or problems that are existing. Uh, and those problems are tried to be solved in a very, very innovative ways. So, social entrepreneurs are the individuals or maybe organizations that leverage the business-oriented approaches in order to create a positive change, in order to create a positive change, focusing on the well-being of the communities and the planet. And the people, actually they work in improving the quality of life of the people living around, of the society, and of in all an improvement in the humanity at large. So, unlike traditional entrepreneurs whose primary focus is on earning money, earning profits and gains only, the social entrepreneurs, they aim to generate sustainable and impactful. Generate sustainable and impactful outcomes, results which will contribute to the betterment of the society at large. So these ventures, they often operate in sectors such as maybe education, healthcare system, poverty alleviation, environmental sustainability, and many more, where more and more focus is on improving the life of the people, their quality, their betterment at large. So they actually, what they do, social entrepreneurs, they adopt a dual mission, seeking not only to build economically viable enterprises, but also to tackle the pressing social issues and effect meaningful changes in the people living around. So, the success of social entrepreneurship is measured not by their financial profitability, but also by the positive social and environmental impact which is achieved afterwards later on. So, this approach encourages a very holistic and sustainable perspectives, promoting the integration of business practices with social responsibility to create a more equitable and sustainable world. There are a few definitions to be discussed here. That is Bill Drayton. He is the founder of Ashoka organization, one of the biggest and largest social entrepreneurship existing. And it is the initial ones who started the concept of social entrepreneurship. So, Bill Drayton is considered a pioneer in the field of social entrepreneurship. How he defined it? He defined that individuals with innovative solutions to the society, individuals with innovative solution to the society's most pressing social problems. They are ambitious and persistent. That is, they are very consistent in their objectives and with what they have thought of tackling the major social issues and offering new ideas for a wide scale changes throughout. Similarly, another pioneer in this field is Muhammad Yunus from Bangladesh, who is the founder of Grameen Bank, and he is a Nobel Peace Laureate, Prize Laureate also. He is known for his work on microfinance, and he has transformed the lives of millions and millions of poor people living under poverty by through microfinance, and bringing a miraculous change in their lifestyle, improving their quality, their livelihood, and education also. So he defined social entrepreneurship as a non-class, non-dividend company dedicated entirely to achieve a social goal. So these definition, they collectively underscore the core of elements of social entrepreneurship. They emphasize on innovation, sustainability, and a commitment to addressing a social challenge or social problem through some very innovative entrepreneurial approaches. So social entrepreneurs are driven by a dual bottom line, seeking both the financial viability and the positive societal impact. So we call it dual bottom line because it is the first priority is always to bring a societal impact or to bring an improvement in the society, a positive change in the society. And then the secondary objective is the financial viability. It is not to focus only on earning money, but also in the development of the society. Before going into understanding further details, first we will discuss regarding the principles of entrepreneurship. Actually, social entrepreneurship is guided by several principles that distinguish it from the traditional entrepreneurship. These principles, they emphasize the dual objective of creating both the social impact and the financial sustainability. So let us discuss them one by one. So the first principle, the which is the most prior one, it is the social mission. The principle of a social mission is very fundamental to the concept of social entrepreneurship, defining its purpose and distinguishing it from the conventional business models, because it is this social mission that makes it a different identity from the traditional or other kinds of entrepreneurship. Social entrepreneurship, they are driven by a very clear and explicit commitment to address the pressing social or environmental issues. So the social mission serves as a guiding force, shaping the goals and activities of the venture. It emphasizes the pursuit of positive impact over the profit maximization. That means that it puts more focus on social mission. It emphasizes more on social mission rather than the profit maximization, and therefore ultimately actually it aims at contributing to the well-being of the communities living on this earth. So the specificity and the depth of the social mission gives social entrepreneurship its unique character, very distinguished one, aligning the venture's objective with a very broad vision of social change and for sustainable development. Next is the innovative solution. Innovative solution is a fundamental principle of social entrepreneurship which highlights the commitment to a very creative and groundbreaking approaches in addressing the social issues or social challenges. The solution, usually we find that the social entrepreneurs, they come out with a very unique ideas, very innovative idea in order to combat the problems related to the society, related to the people living around. So social entrepreneurs, they actively seek unconventional and transformative solutions that challenge the status quo, whether through technology or maybe new business model or novel strategies. They prioritize ingenuity to tackle the complex societal challenges effectively. The emphasis on innovation ensures that interventions are not only effective, but they are also scalable and sustainable, fostering a culture of continuous improvement and adaptability. By embracing innovation, social entrepreneurs, they strive to create long-lasting positive impact, and they contribute very meaningfully to the resolution of some pressing, maybe social problem or environmental problem, whatever they are. So this way, they by bringing up with some creative solutions. Which in order to tackle these problems, it is one of the major principle of the social entrepreneurship. Next is the sustainable business model. That is this principle within the principle of social entrepreneurship. It involves developing and developing and implementing a financial framework that will ensure a long-term viability of the venture while aligning with its social or environmental mission. Actually, this approach emphasizes the creation of value for both the community and the enterprise, seeking to balance profit generation with positive social impact. That is, the beneficiaries should be the people living in certain society which is facing the problem. So, sustainable business model, they often incorporate innovative revenue streams, cost-effective practices, and a commitment to resource efficiency. The aim is to break away from dependency on traditional funding sources and philanthropy, fostering financial independence and resilience. Actually, social entrepreneurship is a very sustainable model which though it does not focus on only earning the money, but yes, sufficient money should be earned in order to keep it sustainable, without only looking for a philanthropy model or only charity. No, they do not go for those kind of setups. So here they break away from the traditional methods of philanthropy or charity or donations. It is that they are creating the model which is self sufficient, which should be self sufficient financially into run the business, whose objective is to promote social well-being, or to promote well-being among the people living in the society. So here they foster financial independence, and also resilience and sustainable existence. In essence, we can say that the sustainable business model in social entrepreneurship, they strive to create a self-sustaining ecosystem, where financial success is intricately tied to the success is very closely tied to the ongoing fulfillment of the organization's social objectives. Next principle is empowerment and inclusivity. Empowerment and inclusivity, they are the another fundamental principles of this um, entrepreneurship, this social entrepreneurship. Because it emphasizes on the importance of fostering equitable opportunities and participation of all. That is to include or involve everybody, and to promote the betterment or provide equal opportunity for betterment to all at an equal level. Empowerment involves enabling individuals, particularly those who are underprivileged or those who are marginalized, to take control of their lives and contribute meaningfully to the society. So, inclusivity underscores the commitment to involve diverse voices and perspectives in decision making processes, which ensures that the benefit of social entrepreneurship should reach to all the stakeholders, all the people, everybody who ever need this development. So, social entrepreneurs, they actively seek to empower communities, recognize their inherent strength and capabilities while fostering an inclusive environment that respects and values the richness of diversity. So, through these principles, social entrepreneurs they aim to create a solution that not only addresses the immediate challenges, that is, the existing problems, but they also contribute to uh, build a more resilient and equitable society where all the members of the society are included at large. They are included in all. The next principle is systems thinking. Systems thinking is another principle that emphasizes the understanding and addressing the interconnected nature of social issues. For example, this social entrepreneurs, they employ social entrepreneurs employing systems thinking analyze the problems by considering the complex web of relationship, dependencies of one with another, and the feedback loops within the given context. So, rather than focusing solely on the isolated symptoms and isolated problems, they delve into the root cause of the social challenges. So that means that they follow a very holistic approach, which allows for the development of comprehensive and sustainable solutions that take into account the broader system or the broader picture at large. So, by recognizing the interrelated components of the problem, social entrepreneurs, they can design intervention that lead to more effective and enduring impacts that can contribute to the systematic changes and addressing the underlying issues that perpetuate to the social problems. So, by understanding the root level and the understanding that this main problem is because of so many underlying issues one by one, and if the social entrepreneurs tries to go deep into those issues and tries to bring out a solution working from that stage, which is lying at the deepest level, to the upper layers, and then he comes out to a more, I should say, a more sustainable and a more grounded efforts to improve the society from the grassroots level. Next is collaboration and partnership. Collaboration and partnership, it is another principle which emphasizes on the importance of working with diverse stakeholders in order to maximize the social impact. Actually, they recognize that addressing a complex social issues requires collective efforts. So, they actively seek collaborations with non-profit organizations, government agencies, businesses, and local communities in order to leverage the complementary strengths and the resources. So they try to make use of all the resources or all the sources that can complement and that can generate a solution. So by fostering the partnership with them, the social entrepreneurs, they access a broader range of expertise. They can share the resources and amplify the reach of their initiatives. So these collaborations, they contribute to a more holistic understanding, or maybe a more complete understanding of social challenges, and it facilitates the development of sustainable solution that address the root cause of problem. So through effective partnership, social entrepreneurs build network that enhances their ability to create positive and lasting change on a much larger scale. Next is the measurable impact. Measurable impact is another principle emphasizing the importance of qualifiable outcomes, uh, uh, quantifiable outcomes, and assessing the effectiveness of interventions. Social entrepreneurs, actually, they set very clear and specific metrics to gauge the success of their initiative, ensuring that they can demonstrate tangible and positive changes resulting from their efforts. So this commitment to measurement and measurement, it enhances the transparency, accountability, as well as the ability to refine the strategies which are based on empirical evidences, and therefore to quantify anything is more important, which they look into. So measuring the impact, or maybe quantifying the impact, allows the social entrepreneurs to communicate their achievements to the stakeholders. At the same time, they also build trust among themselves. By doing so, they attract more funding, and also, most importantly, they refine and optimize their intervention for greater and sustained social benefits at large. Next is the ethical practices, which are again another principle which emphasizes on the importance of integrity, transparency, and responsible conduct. These are some important pillars which maybe are considered for as an ethical issues. So social entrepreneurs, they operate with a commitment to ethical behavior in all aspects of their ventures, and they recognize the impact of their actions on both the community they serve and the broader ecosystem, that is beyond the community system, beyond the community also. So this involves conducting business with honesty, obviously the first rule. Then there should be fairness and a deep sense of responsibility towards the stakeholder. So ethical considerations are extended to how resources are sourced, how the partnerships are formed, and how the benefits of the enterprises are distributed. So by upholding the ethical practices, social entrepreneurs, they do not only build trust with their stakeholders, but they also contribute to the establishment of a sustainable and a morally sound foundation for their social impact initiative. The next principle, that is adaptability and resilience, are another principle which reflect the field's dynamic nature. That is, social entrepreneurs, they operate in very complex and ever-changing or dynamic environment, uh, facing the unforeseen challenges and setbacks. So adaptability will involve a willingness to embrace these changes quickly, and smoothly, and also to learn from their experiences and to modify or maybe adjust the strategies accordingly. And resilience, on the other hand, it emphasizes the capacity to withstand the adversity and recover from the setbacks, fostering a persistence in the pursuit of social impact, obviously. Social entrepreneurs, they recognize that failures are the opportunities for learning and improvement, and they also demonstrate a commitment to continuous adaptation and resilience in their quest to address the pressing social issues effectively. So this principle always enables them to navigate uncertainties, um, uh, refine their approaches, and sustain their efforts over the long-term plans or long-term objectives. This principle also helps them to quickly switch over very smoothly to the changing requirement in the society, to the changing demand for the issues and challenges that are already existing. Next is the dual bottom line. It is one of the principles that emphasizes the simultaneous pursuit of both financial and social objective. Social entrepreneurs actually recognize that achieving a positive impact on society requires financial sustainability, because even if you're going to solve some problems or some issues of the society, you need money to sustain. You need money to run that organization. Without money, you cannot continue any kind of social work even. So unlike traditional business models which solely focuses on profits, the social entrepreneurs, they first work on the social fronts, but then at the same time they try to balance the economic viability with the fulfillment of the social and or environmental mission at the same time. So this dual bottom line approach, this underscores the importance of generating revenues through innovation and sustainable business practices, which allows the ventures to thrive and to sustain and to continue while they are at the same time addressing a very pressing maybe social issues and problems. So the main goal here is to integrate the economic success with the meaningful societal impact, creating a model that is not only financially sound, but also it contributes significantly to the positive changes, to bring positive changes in the society at large. And the last principle that stands here is the community engagement. Engagement, it focuses on the active involvement and collaboration with the communities affected by social issues. That is, those communities or those people who are actually facing the problem, who are the actual sufferers. It focuses on that. These entrepreneurs, they recognize the importance of understanding the local context, values and needs, and they actively seek inputs from the community members themselves. They penetrate with the community members, they do research on them, they survey, they ask their issues, they talk to them. So they first, they get all the input from these community members, and then they also take help from these community members in designing, implementing, and evaluating the problem and bringing a solution to that. So by it is a sort of participatory methodology used here in this principle, where they are involving all the members of the society, and they are participating, these members are participating to ensure that their initiatives are culturally sensitive, relevant, and empowering. So this way, by involving them, they empower them, they engage them, they find the solution with their help, and this makes them more participative at the same time and more confident also to come out of their problems. This principle promotes a bottom-up perspective, allowing the community members to have a voice in shaping the intervention that directly impacts their lives. Thereby, it enhances the effectiveness and sustainability of social entrepreneurship endeavors. So, these were all solution to these were all the principles on which the social entrepreneurship functions. Thank you. This session ends here. We'll continue further in the next session.